Welcome to Ultimo GG. My name is Gus.
And I'm Jay. Today we're going to be bringing you an educational film.
Oh, I didn't realize I had to learn today.
Yes.
I'd say it's more of an informative lecture, edutainment, if you will.
Yeah, a TED Talk.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it, y'all are about to learn some shit.
With the upcoming Fortnite tournament starting on the 13th of November as part of the Ultimo GG series, of course, we thought it was our duty, no less, to offer up some essential tips for this free-to-play cross-platform battle royale.
So, let's get down to business.
Yes.
First up, the circle is all that matters. One of the most important Fortnite tips is to always be aware of the circle, forever shrinking in size, always ready to swallow you. Every strategic decision should be made with your proximity relative to the eye of the storm in mind. The eye of the storm.
Already in the circle once the timer starts ticking down? Sweet. Pay attention to the way in which that circle is shrinking. You're going to be outside of it soon. If you are down in your luck and the safe zone is a bit of a trek, getting there should be your priority.
If you spot another player and you cannot defeat them sharpish, just get past them. For heaven's sake, don't get into a scrap. You might win some pride, but that is worth nothing to you when you are dead.
When you are, in fact, deceased.
Exactly.
You cannot win if you're dead. Seems obvious. Our second tip is to limit the sound that you make. Keep the decibel level to an absolute minimum. If a player nearby can detect you with some half-decent headphones, they do have a significant advantage, even if you're brimming with that legendary top-tier loot.
Yeah, so tempting when you've got all that good
You
stuff.
just want to go in all guns blazing.
This means you should run as little as possible. Running is much louder than walking or crouching and emits noticeable puffs of smoke in your wake. And make sure your surroundings are secure when building or scavenging resources with your pickaxe.
Yeah, note on that other players can hear you when you're switching your weapons, okay? So this leads us to our next tip. Use headphones to turn the table on your enemies. If you can invest in a decent pair of cans yourself, you're gonna have a real advantage. The game is free, so hopefully you save some cash there. Spend some money, you cheapskate.
Spend more money, please. Since knowing where other players are is half the battle, wearing headphones can be the difference between life and death.
Yes.
Even if you are lacking in loot. Keep your own noise to a minimum, and when you hear another sound, be on the alert. Honestly, if you don't have headphones, you shouldn't be playing.
You need those headphones. It does bear repeating that you need to actually be alert at all times. This is not a game for the faint-hearted. Some of the most crucial Fortnite tips are to never relax and always assume there is a player just around the corner waiting to invite you to a sophisticated dinner date with a pump-action shotgun. If you hear a faint noise, wait, then wait again. As soon as you get complacent, you will be shot dead and bumped back to the lobby screen, all anguish and frustration.
Yeah, next tip is an important one for beginners. Only engage when you're certain of success. Unlike the vast majority of multiplayer shooters, the aim of Fortnite Battle Royale is to survive, not to get kills.
Yes.
This is arguably one of the most important Fortnite tips to remember. You could get to 98 kills and still lose the game.
That would massively suck.
Yeah.
Instead, you need to survive to the very end, and that means that you need to assess carefully whether any engagement is necessary at all times, okay? Unwise aggro will alert the target and nearby players to your location, bringing a swift, premature end to your game.
That said, high-risk strategies can come with the rewards to match.
That's true.
Successfully downing your target will net you their loot, which might bolster your arsenal enough to make the difference in the final stages or the very next combat.
That's right. With that in mind, our next tip is do not loot bodies straight away.
Ooh.
If you get a kill, it's hard to resist that urge to just get in and get it all, right? Especially when the stuff's all popping out of the body. But resist the temptation.
Yeah, obviously, firefights attract lots of attention. You cannot guarantee that your murderous mano has not piqued the attention of a nearby player. You are at your most vulnerable when looting. You're presenting your opponent with an easy, static target to easily blow away. Resist the urge to immediately loot. Wait for others to take that juicy bait, and then you pop them off instead.
That's right. Also, when looting, build around yourself, get that structure, protect yourself. This is even more important while healing or using shield potions, of course. You never know who is watching your fight through a scope, just waiting to land that nice, tasty headshot.
Yeah, our final tip is to stockpile resources towards the end of the match and learn to love wood.
Words to live by. At all times, you want to make sure that you have half an eye on building your stock of resources, okay? In Fortnite Battle Royale, you have 3 building materials, wood, stone, and metal, which is in order of ascending durability. That's nice. All can be farmed around the map, but make sure you aim for the flashing circles when farming to speed that process up.
New players tend to think metal is the best material to use.
Obvious, you would,
but
right?
this is often not the case. Metal takes longer to finish building and only spawns with 70 HP, meaning players can easily shoot it down and you with it. Wood, on the other hand, spawns with 100 HP and builds much faster to a max of 200 HP than bricks or metal. In other words, to block bullets or when building aggressively, you should use wood, and when building a safe little hideout, use metal or brick.
Does that make sense? No. Nope. Space will be tight at the end of a match, so you will be looking to hold ground rather than sprint to wherever the safe zone is, okay? If you have stumbled on some traps, now's the time to fortify your builds and take out other players trying to sneak up on you.
Yeah, Battle Royale games are as much of a state of mind as they are tests of shooting skill, and Fortnite Battle Royale is no different. If you find a good piece of massive cover to overlook the circle's perimeter, assume someone else has had this thought too. If you've only just breathlessly made it into the safe zone, know that there are plenty of other players desperately scrabbling their way in there as well, possibly directly behind you.
That's right, the Fortnite map is big, but it isn't that big. So if you're having a shootout with someone, it normally means other opportunistic players are being drawn towards you. Build walls to protect your flanks, and only go after players that represent an actual threat to you. Don't give in to the bloodlust.
Resist! So that's the end of the seminar in Battle Royale Paris. I hope you enjoyed our TED Talk. Make sure you start practicing now because the tournament is only a week or so away. If this video has helped you, then hit that like button and let us know in the comments if you think we've missed anything.
Which is just surely impossible.
Impossible!
The link to sign up is in the description and on the screen somewhere now. If you want to be in with a chance of winning that £5,000, make sure you're signed up. Press subscribe, hit the bell to be notified of new content as it happens. Thank you
For watching.
Cheers.